So greetings and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to speak about something slightly different, off topic from spirituality, but is very much embedded in spirituality and within humanity. I want to talk about this planet, Gaia, Earth, our home, our only home that we have, and how important it is that we preserve it and look after it and everything that lives on it. I'll speak a bit more after this intro, but this is very important, so please stay tuned. I'll see you after the intro. Greetings and welcome back. My name is Jay. I'm from Kana Calistics, where we learn together and we grow together in the sight of God. So today, as I mentioned, I want to talk about saving this planet, or saving Gaia. Now, I want to talk about some facts and figures which I'm not sure if you're aware of. And as I was going through doing some research on it, I really was overwhelmed actually, and quite scary to find out how bad it is and how tragic and what we actually do to this planet. Now, before I go on, I just want to say this is my grandson Jace, and one of the inspired things is that looking at him, and when I see him, I think about obviously what we're going to leave behind for our grandchildren or our children. So it's important that we think about ourselves, whether you've got children or you don't have children. Be mindful of what you're going to leave behind for other people. You may have nephews, nieces, cousins, or good friends who have children. Be mindful about what you're leaving behind for those individuals too. What I found out today was that I can believe that each year we actually cut down 2.47 million trees each year. Can you believe that? That's 2.47 million trees per year we cut down. I mean, that is crazy. That is just really mentally insane. And considering that a tree is our oxygen on this planet, it's not even a joke. It's not, honestly, it's not a joke. And as I was going on and obviously researching this and thinking about whether I should write this and record this, I thought, as a spiritual person and as a person who talks about growth and development and so on, I thought, you know what, I live on this planet, I work with this planet a lot, a hell of a lot. It is my reason for existing. It helps massively with the work that I do. And it is a source fund for everything that, as a shaman that I am, and anyone who else who does spirituality, this planet is so important that it's not a joke, that we need to start recycling properly. We need to start taking care of this planet. We need to make the changes as much as possible. Now, I don't know if you know, there's been this big, massive meeting with world leaders in Scotland, in the UK. So it's a company called the G Summit, but the important thing about it was, for the fact is that it's down to them, for them to make changes. I mean, there is no compromise. You got to do something. You can't sit on your ass and just think it's going to go away. It isn't going to go away. It's down to the pollutions that we put into the air. It's down to the shit that we take in, and it's down to the shit that we do that is causing these species that are dying. Now, let me just tell you something. Between 2020 and 2021, between 35k and 125k species were threatened of extinction. That is diabolically insane. That is just not even a joke. Now, can you imagine if, like, one of those species was humanity? We'll do something about it, wouldn't we? We spend billions and trillions to save ourselves and keep this planet so-called safe, but we're not actually helping it to regrow or to regenerate. Now, let me tell you something about this planet. This planet is a living being, right? It's a living being. And I know from talking in a conference with the collective, they're saying if we don't do something about it, the planet will do something about it itself. And that means that it will eventually get rid of the scourge that is plaguing this planet. And it's done it in the past, and it will do it again. So there's no ifs and no buts about it. You need to get off your ass and you need to do something about it. WWF, the World Life Fund, have said that around 70% of animals have been affected due to pollution over the last 50 years. that is diabolical. That is diabolically insane. Diabolically insane. You know, you go back to the days of the Industrial Revolution, and they were pumping out all these gases, steam, and all that stuff. It was destroying our planet. It is killing our planet. The ozone layer is getting worse. The seas are getting even more are rebelling. They are obviously now look at the tsunamis that are happening. The hurricanes are coming more frequent. Earthquakes are happening. You know what? We need to do something. And I know this sounds a bit morbid, but we need to do something. And I don't mean to scare you, but your little change, your walk to the shop instead of driving can make a difference. Your aerosol can that you spray instead of and then get non-aerosol can make a difference. Your recycling can make a difference. Putting it into the right recycling box or tray can make a massive difference. If we all do a little bit, we can make a massive change. And I'm made here where I live. There's not much. There is a recycling plant, but this building isn't geared towards that. But I'm making my own recycling way of living. So I'm going to start recycling more than I did in the past, and I'm going to be encouraging my children and my friends to do the same. I think they're going to get a bit annoyed with me, but tough. I think it's going to be important that we do make these changes, because if we don't, we won't have a planet. We won't have a planet. You know, it's not ifs and buts. It's just a matter of when. So I know this is short and sweet, but let me just say something positive actually before I go. There are massive people like Greenpeace, the World Wildlife Fund, and other charities and other organizations which are going out there making changes. And I want you to just acknowledge these people, and I want you to acknowledge those who are trying to save these trees, that are fighting against certain railways that are going in to destroy certain habitats, and you see the animals shifting into the cities. You see that the birds, because I used to be a bird watcher years ago, and I can see the decline and the change in certain animals or certain birds which are now taking up the inhabitants in London or in the UK, inside the city, when it used to be quite rural out in the sticks, because we are destroying the habitat massively. But there are things changing, things are picking up. Young children are saying no. If the parents or the grandparents are not doing anything, the young kids, like I'm talking about probably from probably 16, 17 downwards, are doing something about it. They are getting more sustainable. They are making massive changes. The schools are making changes, and we can see it change. We can see them making changes. So hats off to them as well. Well done. Second thing is like when we had lockdown and we weren't going out, we weren't driving, we weren't commuting. You could see the trees had a green, beautiful vibrancy to it. You can see the grass, this green vibrancy to it. The skies were beautiful. The minute we went back out there again, everything seems to go back to fucking pot again. And it's like, people, please learn from our mistakes from the past, and let's make a change. You know, we can do this. We can save Gaia. We can make a difference. Because if we don't make the changes, I think Gaia will turn on us. And the days of Noah, when the flood came, I don't think we want to face something shit like that again. So please make the change. And I'll see you soon on the next video. Look after yourself and look after others. And I'll see you on the next video. Namaste.